Yesterday, during the vetting, the appointments committee vetted 4 ministers. Let's just bring you a wrap of what transpired, particularly Emmanuel Amako-Fibua and Dr. Frank Amakohene.
The first thing I'll do when I'm giving the note, and the president has already indicated publicly, is that I'll come to this house to make sure we repeal LI 2462. To make sure that there will be no new mining in forest reserve. That will be the starting point. Once we do that, then we heal the process and make sure that biodiversity and ecological life is returned to our forests, and our degraded lands will be restored with the initiatives of Tree for Life and Restore Ghana to make sure that our forests are restored again. We face serious crisis with the wanton destruction of our forests, with the polluted rivers. I come from Elembele district and I've seen it firsthand. The challenges we face with the polluted water bodies. These are things that we all know, and I've already spoken about the important steps that must be done. Number one, illegal mining must be combated. As minister, we are going to stand together with the people of Ghana to fight illegal mining. It doesn't matter your status, it doesn't matter your political correlation. If you want to do mining, we have legal processes for getting licenses and doing mining. And this is the good news. I'm not here to talk about political platforms. I'm here to talk about solving serious problems that confront the people of Ghana. I'm here because I know where President Mohammed's heart is. I know it through the policies he has espoused. I know the things he has said that has given him the mandate of the people of Ghana. And I'm here to tell the people of Ghana that the new government is committed to ensuring that there will be no new mining in forest reserve. The new government is committed to make sure that we protect our water bodies with new initiatives. The new government is going to make sure that we reclaim our degraded lands and give a pathway to help individuals who want to be in mining to do it legally with the support of government. But we will ruthlessly deal with anybody who decides that he will not follow the law. Illegal mining will not be tolerated. It doesn't matter your political party.
As a medic and knowing the health implications of irresponsible mining and the effect on even the unborn and the society, I'm going to work hard to closely work with the sector ministers and the agencies to ensure that we take good control of mining within the region and do well to make sure we, if not completely, to a larger extent, eliminate irresponsible mining. That I want to give you my assurance, Mr. Chairman, that I'm going to work hard and assiduously on that to make sure we restore our water bodies and the environment.
And that's what transpired in Parliament yesterday at the Appointments Committee's vetting of ministerial nominees. Raymond and Mama.
Yes, I wish them all the best. I frankly, I followed Amaboy's vetting. Let me be frank with you. I do not think that the kind of person we need to deal comprehensively with the Galamsey menace. And I'm one of those who's not been impressed with how we are pretending that nothing is happening and we are just fine moving on nicely. We need somebody who will put everything on the line. Amaboy is too vested a politician to do that. And frankly, and he didn't give me reason to second guess my initial thoughts when he went through the vetting. So usual politician answers, especially, so you dance around it, you are not forthright, you just make declarations, vague, huge, big declarations, which rarely does not indicate any actual steps, practical ones that people expect, because everybody in this republic knows today that merely declaring I will deal with it is not enough. Even presidencies were put on the line. How much more ministerial commitment? So seriously, I was not disappointed, but it just confirms my initial thinking that we did not need the likes of Amabua to fight Galamsey. That position requires the likes of Domlevo to fight it. Because there are people who can put everything on the line. There are people who do not, the Martin Amidus of this world, who can say, I will do this no matter whose ox is God. And frankly, I come to the conclusion that that's the kind of person we need. So yeah, he delivered. He answered the questions. He did all the things that people expect him to do in that role. But again, I am convinced that it's not just enough to have an Amabu out there. We need a lot more than just that. Or we need someone who can do more than just that. Maybe the person who head the Minerals Commission may be a different person. But we know that the Minerals Commission defers to the minister on so many of these matters. And so I frankly was not getting the best. On the other side, I was quite impressed with Dr. Mwako.
National Regional Minister.
Yes. First and foremost, I was happy that he wore the cloth. Yes. I was happy that he wore the cloth in the Asante colors too. So
he's the son of from the land, so
yeah. But we've seen so many sons who have decided to put on very nice suits and tie. I'm not fighting them. I'm saying that I'm happy that he wore the cloth, and he made some also very interesting points. Well, the regional minister position is regional minister position anyway, except that I'd not expect him to be fighting ECG people, to be doing all of the other things that, yes. And in Asante, you have to be mindful of authority and where it properly resides.
Which he duly acknowledged as well.
Yes. So I was impressed with his vetting. But they have always believed that regional ministers are useless position. Yeah, that's what
the alleged illegality going on at the Tano Amiam Forest Reserve. Yesterday, I just had that on my mind, and I was like, okay, so what have we done with this early one that suddenly greeted this new administration? So, am I hopeful? I don't know. I think,
Well,
just
the thing
like
about Raymond,
it's just a lot of talk.
You talk about, I was listening to Emmanuel Amakofi. I was listening to the vetting yesterday. And I felt a lot of his answers were very general comments.
Mm-hmm.
The times he's asked a very specific question, he makes a general comment before he goes ahead to address the issue. And even if he goes ahead to address the issue, it is some of the things you've heard before. Oh, we are going to deal with it. We are not going to allow. But how he's going to deal with it, you don't really get that. So, we're going to deal with illegal mining, irrespective of the political party. It's not going to be this. Case closed. That's why we're going to establish the gold board. You could see that this is a man who's trying to be very careful. But I felt, as one person who comes from a mining area, one who's been energy minister before, you've served in government, you've been in opposition for 8 years, you've learnt a lot to be able to say, this is what we're going to do. Anyway, let's get into the papers. We'll come back and talk about these.
Okay, so if I can start with the Daily Graphic, it's reported this morning. Minister directs head count in MMDAs. Now, the Minister of Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Ibrahim Ahmed, has announced a nationwide head count of all staff at the metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies. Mr. Ibrahim said the head count was meant to ensure that all staff in the 261 MMDAs were at post and working for the development of the country. He said it was problematic that although 40,000 staff were said to have been posted to the MMDAs through the Office of the Head of Local Government Service, most of them were ghost workers. I have not gone around the MMDAs yet, but the briefing I have from the handover note shows that there are about 40,000 workers in the distributed among 261 MMDAs. But if you divide that number by the 261, every assembly will have 150 staff. And
on the average.
Point. Yeah, oh yes, averagely, yeah. But when you go there, you only see 20 or 30 people at work, while the rest are nowhere to be found. So the man is saying he's looking for his workers. You have to show proof that you exist.
He will find them.
And that you will find them, because you are the payroll. They get paid,
On the
right?
payroll, they will find
Yes.
them.
So
I mean, there are a lot of them. First
some
of
are
all,
actively doing academic work elsewhere.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
So you'll
Hopefully
find
they
them.
are getting enough capacity to come and improve the lot of the district or whichever municipality they belong to.
You see, when when a district assembly is run like a reward system, this is what you will get. Now, the person who's been posted there, some of these persons are posted there because they probably, their party is one power.
True.
And they say, and then there would be some advertisement of, recruitment in the local government service, and they get in there.
But they share it even according to which role you have in the party.
Yes, so they get in there, and it's business as usual.
Yeah, but who has created this problem? Now,
I think.
Why are we here?
I think that, look, once we elect those people, and the problem in this country again is an attitudinal problem, and I'll tell you why. Even if we elect MMDCs, and he goes there and begins to insist that the right things are being done, the threat of you lose your next election comes in. You lose your next election. We'll vote against you. So unless you have somebody who's willing to do the right thing,
To risk it all.
it will be business as usual. So as for us, all we think about is a sense of entitlement. Reward system. Anyway.
Well, the other story is Gold Board Technical Committee formed, and that is the Finance Minister Kasiel Atufo on the front page there. We will stop cheap state land acquisition. So will we do expensive state land acquisition? No, I see. I've written on it before. I think it's a betrayal of this state, that especially the educated and mostly government officials entrusted with state power ends up being the ones who share state lands among themselves. That to me is complete betrayal.
Have you heard the language being used? It's not like we will stop all,
Yeah.
but we'll sell it at the right price.
Anyway, but the last one, because this is important, Mamavi, Farihan Al Hassan appointed new GCB Bank MD, and it's on the front page.
Congratulations to him, but a good job done by the very respected Kofi Adumako, who's the outgoing GCB Bank.
Outgone.
Outgone, yes, managing director.